Assalamu alaikum. So let's start our second part of the video. Okay, in this part I want to discuss about three most important things that you have to take care of this throughout your semester. That is your attendance, your assignments and discussion. So what are these? In attendance, I think this is not your first experience. You also did this online courses in first semester also. So you know that in online attendance, I know some of the students have internet issues or connectivity issues. That's why I am not taking the class on Zoom. Because if we take 1 hour class in Zoom, then 30 minutes will be wasted in connection issues, and rest of the 30 minutes will be wasted in sometimes voice is not coming, sometimes video stops. So in this type of issue, that's why I am using this technique of recorded lectures. In recorded lectures, I will put these lectures on YouTube and also LMS, and I will provide you the link of these video lectures, and you have to watch these lectures within the class timing and mark your attendance. How you will mark attendance? I will give you the link and you will click on that link and write down your name and roll number, and that link will only be operation in the class timing. For example, if our class timing is from 9 a.m. to 10:40, then after 10:40 that link will stop working. So you have to take care of your attendance, because if your attendance will be less than 75%, because sometimes university allow 65%, but if in my course your attendance is less than 75%, then I will not allow you to appear in the final exam. So take care of the attendance. Second thing is assignment. Whenever I will give you the assignment, you have to submit that assignment on time. For example, if I give you assignment in today's lecture, then the submission time will be of 1 week. So within 1 week you can submit that assignment, but most of the students submit late and they think that even they are submitting late assignment, teacher will give them the marks. But in my course, I will not entertain you or not give you any score if you are submitting late assignments. So you should take care of your assignments submission also. Third thing is discussion. One of the drawback you can say is that in online teaching, for example, like now I am giving you recorded lectures, some of the students will not watch those lectures, and if even they watch those lectures and if they have any queries, they will think that if we will ask this query or we will ask question from our teacher, then teacher will be angry or what he will think. You should not think about this. You should watch the lecture within the class timing, and if you have any query, I will be available online on WhatsApp. You can send me personal message. We can have discussion about, and I will try my best to resolve your issue. So class discussion or class participation is also very important for your sessionals. So all the lectures you should watch them, and if you have any questions, you can send me your questions and we will discuss that. And it's better if you send those queries within the class timing. But if you have some connectivity issue or you are having some issue of internet, then after the lecture also you can send me a message and we can discuss about that. So these are the three things I want to highlight in today's lecture, that is assignments, attendance and discussion. You have to take care of these things. And about the course, that what is this digital logic design course and why computer science students are given this course, what are the advantages of this course for BScs students. All these things we will discuss in our theoretical lecture. And if you see this course, it seems like more engineering course, but this is a very important course for computer science students also. How its practical examples and where their jobs are, all we will discuss in our theoretical lectures. So in today's lecture, we know about the learning objectives, and I told you about the book. This is the book which I will recommend you to buy from the bookshops easily. And slide notes, I will, when we will start our lab manuals, I will provide you notes also. So these two will be quite enough for you, the first book and for the lecture. But if you want some extra information, then you can also recommend this book. So in today's lecture we talk about digital labs, that what are the purpose of digital logic design labs and what are the professional tools we will be using in our during the lab. And in hardware we will be using logical gates ICs, and we will be using FPGAs. And on software side we will learn this professional tool, that is Proteus, and we will also learn about the VHDL and Verilog hardware designing language. So in the next lecture I will give you your lab manuals, and so that after having all these lab manuals we can start our labs officially. And we will also start from our first lab, that is logical gate ICs, from our next week. So still if you have some questions about the digital logic design labs or about your attendance or anything, you can send me message, you can directly contact me. So thank you for today's lecture.